One.
Good day, YouTube. I'm gonna talk about my first a little cheap gun that I bought from Bud's. Good store, Bud's Gun Shop. It's the first and foremost. Let us talk about safety, because with safety, it's control where you live tomorrow, if you're living in your home or you're living in a prison. Safety, let's go about, I have several guns here. I'm gonna talk about one specifically. But before, I'm gonna check all of these for safety purpose. And to see that they are no magazine, no magazine, no magazine, no magazine, no magazine. Now this is my little baby. No magazine. Okay, I just bought this one from Bud's Gun Shop. It's the Tisas PX9. It's quite a nice gun. It's very cheap, but it's a nice gun. I tried to put, first before I took it out of the box, I am a firearm instructor, so I always teach my students read the manual. When I took it out of the box, there wasn't any manual. That's the first thing I noticed, that it hasn't any manual. And as somebody who is not really good at guns, you need a manual. Firstly, you need a manual to know how the gun operates, the safety protocols, and the storage, basically. When I bought this gun, I bought it online from Bud's. When it came with no manual, as I say. But first and foremost, as somebody who owns a gun, the first thing I think buying a gun you must think of is how to clean it and how to strip it. It's very unusual with this one how to strip it. It's a Tisas PX9, as I said. Firstly, I had to fidget with the gun to really know how to strip it. It's basically like a Glock variant. When I strip it, I had to really feel it out, look at it, to strip it. But after finding out how to strip it, it's basically, I won't, because this is what I teach. Never, all safety issue, keep your fingers off the trigger until ready to fire. Keep your gun pointed in a safe direction. Keep your gun unloaded until ready to shoot. Well, with that now, I'm saying that this is where because you have to carry, okay, click, there's nobody there, and check again, always check. It doesn't matter how much time you check, you can check. Okay, click, carry the back. You gotta carry this back until this circle. Until the circle reach beforehand. Carry it back, lock. You see the lock here? Then you carry this down. There's a little circle here. You have to line this up when it lock and it click. Then after you line that up, you basically release, click, and it's open. This is what the manual should have tell you. There was no manual to tell us that this is how it was feel strip. I have to feel it out and know how to feel strip it. It's basically the same way putting it back together. Then you have to carry this back here. Lock it back. Come on, come on. Lock it back. Carry this back round. And this is what the manual should have told you, but there is no manual for it. So I had to find out for myself. Another thing, I took it through the range. I took it to the range and I put probably around 2,000 rounds through it because I wanted to know what it went through, what is how it fire. Some guns jam, and I wanted to know if it would jam, where it would jam, how much round would cause it to drop, and stuff like that. But it did well with the rounds that I put through it. But there was one set of ammo that I bought. I bought it as PJ Gun Shop here in Florida. It's the Sterling. The Sterling ammo. It's a Turkish ammo. This basically is a Turkish gun. I think it is. And when I put the Sterling ammo through it, it jammed at like 100 rounds. It keep jamming at that. So I put it, to test the ammo to see if the ammo was a problem. I put it through my Glock 17 Gen 5. I put some through my Glock 17 Gen 5. Nice one. And it runs smoothly. But the difference with this one is that it's a lighter trigger than the Glock. It's a very light trigger. Nice one. To do my, I tried to get it on target. And it did well, very well. At 25 feet, it did very well. So the beauty about it is that it has an indicator. It's the live run indicator at the back here, which I think is a plus. I think it's a plus. So it has the trigger like the Glock, the earpin trigger like the Glock. It's a similar build as the Glock. But then I see what I noticed, the iron sights that it come with, it's a larger iron sights, more robust iron sights. So it gives you a better aiming and side picture. It gives you a better aiming and side picture than most of them. Because usually the others, like the Glock come with a smaller iron sight, front sight and rear sight. it comes with a smaller one. With people like me over 50, usually our sights are not that present as some younger people in their 20s and 40s. So the bigger sight, the iron sight is, it's better for us, the elderly, because they give you a better viewing. The Glock, that's the problem I had with the Glock. The Glock has a smaller iron sight, right? Another thing is, it's lighter than the Glock. It's really light. And as I say, the recoil it's smooth. Trust me, it's smooth. The only problem, as I say, I had was it jammed after a couple of mounted rounds. But this is why I started carrying. I used to carry my Glock 17 Gen 5. But it's a nice gun. But with this, I find that I hit the target really, boom, 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 boom. And that's what I'm aiming for, to hit the target. I don't want to come out and fidget and I want to come up and hit the target, boop, boop, 3 shot, boop, boop, 3 shot, because it's basically 3 shots, 3 seconds. So I think this is a nice gun. Then with the magwell, it came with a mag flare, which make it more ideal. It come with a flare on the magwell. You can add it. It come in the package. You can add it on. And it came with I have no ammunition in the room, but it came with two magazines. It came with 2 magazines, but one of the magazines, it's too long, because after the magwell, probably another video I'll show you what the magazine look like. After the magwell, it's a bit down here. To have it in your waistband, it's for conceal. You don't want it too tall, because what happens is that it's gonna print. Because the longer it is, the more it print. So you don't want it to print. You just want it to be comfortable in your hand. I have big hands, so I always look for a gun with that my hands can fit. My hands can fit. My problem was with the pinky finger. My pinky finger, most of them, the length of the handle, it's not that tall. So my pinky finger usually be off. Usually it's uncomfortable. But with this one, as you see, my pinky finger is here. Plus it has a little more space with the magwell. You know, that's the beauty about this gun. This is what I think it's appropriate for carrying, because I know after 100 rounds, it's probably, and then to me, I think it was the ammunition. It was a very cheap ammunition. Sterling. It's very cheap, but as I say, I don't think it has nothing to do with the gun. I think it was the ammunition, you know. So that's the beauty about it. We see it have the indicator, and I see some, I don't know if I take off, because it has a little screw here, screw hole. I'm gonna try if I take off the iron side, the back side. If I take off the back side and put on a red dot on it, because I see it have a hole here, but I don't know if it can fit. When you take off the hole here and the hole here, if it can fit. So that's another thing I'm gonna try. But to me, it's a nice gun, nice feel, and it's not that heavy. And the pricing, usually we as people who like guns, we usually think about guns that has name, brand names. We want this because people on YouTube said this one is good. Go out and try them for yourself. Because not all gun is gonna appeal to you. Try them, go to the gun store, go take it to the range, try it out, go to the range, basically rent them before you buy. And try it out before. Because I saw this and I said, oh, cheap. I'm basically a Glock person and a Beretta person. So here is a Glock 43. You have the Canik TP series, TPS. Then you have, this is my little baby. This is my Taurus TX. But go out, try them for yourself. I recommend that you get the knowledge. You try and get the knowledge beforehand, before buying, because if you don't understand how the gun operates and the safety aspect of the gun, you get yourself in problem. And as I can say, it's not every gun break down the same way. Try and find out, because there's gonna be a point you have to clean that gun. And what you're gonna do when you buy it and you can't break it down? You're gonna take that gun back to somebody to ask them how to break it down. So get aware of the gun before, because if I wasn't, as I said, this one didn't come with any manual. Didn't come with any manual in the box. Nice box too. But I had to look at it, go about it, feel it out, and feel it out for myself to break it down. Which, as an instructor, you're going to teach a student, say, hey, look at the manual. Go for the manual, read the manual. How are you going to teach a student not to read a manual when there is no manual? This was one of the no-no for me with this one. But that's the thing. I don't know if it's somebody forget to put it in the box, or that's it how it sell without manuals. But as I say, it's a good gun. I won't knock it for the manual. And I say I put around a couple hundred round through this, and it performed the same way. I had a couple of number of jams, but as I say, I put the other ammunition through it and it didn't jam. I put the Sterling through it and it jammed quite frequently. Well, that's my video for the day, and I'm gonna ask you to subscribe to my channel. I'm just a layman's gun fanatic that just want to teach people out there, the difference with the pros and the cons of different guns, and that's where it's at, and this is the Tisas PX9. I got it from Buds. Good, it came quickly. Bought it online. It came quickly, and I didn't have a problem with Buds. And I always buy ammunition and stuff from Buds, and which work out fine for me because they have reasonable prices. All right, that's my video for today. I'm asking you to subscribe and give me a like if you like. I have several here that I'm gonna have to talk about going through. But I put a lot of rounds through these, just for your sake. All right? So subscribe and press the like button if you want. Bye.